Hello, I'm Patrick, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing here?
I'm doing a house cleaning show.
I'm doing a house cleaning show.
Well, you weren't here yet, so I started.
You started without me?
Yeah,
Can he do that?
I just did. Well, maybe we can just do the show together.
Okay. I'm here. I'm Angela, and this is Ask a House Cleaner, and this is Pat. You already said that.
I did say that. Today we're talking about consistency.
Oh, consistency is really important.
It is.
It's one of the best marketing tools inside your cleaning business. So consistency wins every single time.
And what we're going to talk about today, one of the consistency topics is uniforms.
I do see that you have a bunch of uniforms here.
I do.
And I do consistently wear my uniform every single day for like 500 days.
Mhm.
Or maybe 2,500 days or 5,000 days.
Tell me a couple of reasons why you picked blue as a color.
I really like this color blue, and it happens to be Carolina blue. If you are a member of one of the local NFL football teams, this is a really great color for the area that we live in. We live in North Carolina. And so when you show up to a customer's house and you're wearing a color that is filled, half their closet is filled with this color, what it does unconsciously is it says, ha, you're like us. So that's why I picked this color.
Nice. Tell me why you wear a shirt with a collar.
I think the collar is more professional. And one of the reasons that I went with the collared shirt is because there are a lot of golfers in North Carolina, and it blends in with the golfing community. These are people that can afford house cleaning. And so when you show up looking professional, it brings to them the illusion that, hey, you are more like us. And when they turn and they recommend you to their friends and their neighbors, they're saying, I recommend someone that looks professional, that is like us, and has a closet full of clothes just like we do. So that's the reason that I chose this color. And it might even actually be a good choice for your community if you have a famous football team or something in your area to pick a similar color for your business if you haven't branded it already.
Tell me a couple other things about the shirt. I know it's moisture wicking and
It is. It's moisture wicking and it's wrinkle resistant and it's color fast. And when it comes out of the washing machine, I just hang it up on a hanger and then I let it drip dry in the closet. And that way you never need to iron it. It wicks away sweat. It's an athletic fabric. So it's lightweight and it's really great for all types of weather. And it's just very comfortable and it's loose fitting and it allows me to clean better.
so when you wear the same color every single day and your hair looks the same and you're wearing the same pants, what does the customer think when they see you come in like that?
That's a really great question. And I'm glad that he asked that because I just came from a Facebook group where there were a bunch of new house cleaners that were saying, oh, I show up and I just wear whatever I want and my customers don't care. The customers actually do care. Did you know that it's a psychological reason that they start looking for things that are wrong or different when you look different every single time? If you show up looking consistent every single clean, what that says to them is the clean is also consistent.
As far as clothes go, I'm in the clutter corner today, so I'm wearing an apron to keep myself.
I like this look on you.
Thank you very much.
Anytime I see a guy in an apron, I'm like, thumbs up. This totally rocks. So the clutter corner, and I love this because we've already designated that this is the clutter corner look. Another thing that we didn't talk about is that if you have an independent contractor and they are coming to spot somebody that might have called out on a cancellation or there was a family emergency, this is a perfect scenario and a perfect segue into that because I think, I might be wrong, but I think underneath his apron, he has a different type of shirt on. It's the same color, but by putting the apron on, he looks like now he blends in with the company. And that goes back to being really, really consistent every time you go to do a job because the customer then is expecting the same type of clean if you look the same and you have the same cleaning supplies and you have the same cleaning worksheet and you do the same type of clean every single time, which is super exciting. What about if it's cold outside? Ta-da! Wow, that came out of nowhere. And this is a long sleeve shirt, but let me ask you this. If I was wearing this and I'm outside at my car in a snow blizzard and I get out of my car and I get my cleaning caddy, can you tell that it's me?
I can still tell it's you
Because of the blue.
because of the blue.
So it's not just the exact collared shirt, but now we've branded the color to go with our business. How cool is that? Here, put it right here. Yes.
What about pants? What do you do about pants?
So I'm really fond of these pants. I love these pants for a couple of reasons. The pants are a loose fitting pant. And we chose navy because you could also use, like I'm wearing jeans right now, but they're also navy. I love this for the fact that even if they slightly are different, you wear jeans, you wear the cargo pants, it's going to be the same color combination. So what you're telling the customer is even if there's a slight variation or you have like the color with the apron, it's still the same in brand alignment. These are cargo pants, and they have a great big pocket in the side, which is great for smartphones. You've got your phone on you at all times unless you need to call for emergency or something. But you also have pockets, pocket here for your car key, and you have belt loops that you can clip things on as well as your apron. And then in the back, you have the back pocket that has a place. Look, it popped up out of nowhere. That goes right there in the corner so that it holds your duster in place so that you have it on you at all times. And I love having the back pocket on the back. I don't know why. It's just a natural thing. And so I love having these pants, even in the summertime though. If it gets really, really hot.
Angela, it's too hot to wear long pants. What do I do?
So we've got a small, shorter version of the exact same pants. There are a lot of companies that make these. I'll tell you, if you find a pair of pants that you love for your business and they're color fast and they last forever, and these also have the pocket for the duster in the back, so yay. But they've got the cargo pants on the side for the phone, and they've got the pockets in the front. So it's a really great solution as far as having a shorter version of the longer pants. And if they don't sell a shorter version, this company happens to just sell a shorter version. But if they don't, you can just have them cut off, and then we choose right above the knee. And I don't recommend the butt shorts because that's not as professional. It also shows more cellulite. But if it comes down to the knee, it's more modest, and that still allows you to bend and move and twist and whatever, and still be modest and professional without risking your reputation by wearing something that's too short that shows panty lines or what have you.
Now, when you show up at a house, what do you think about cleaning caddies and consistency?
I love this cleaning caddy. Okay, so the truth is I've used the same cleaning caddy. I've had a couple different ones of them. They last for about 10 or 12 years each, but it's the same cleaning caddy for the last 20, 25 years. And I love this cleaning caddy. I'm going to leave links in the show notes to all this stuff. But I love this for the reason that when you get out of your car, instead of scrambling through your trunk and trying to cobble together a bunch of different cleaning supplies and whatever, part of the consistency that he's talking about is that you have a consistent look and feel to your business every single time. And the reason being is if your customer knows exactly what they're going to get when you show up, then they can turn around and promote that to their neighbors and their friends. And I love that for this fact that the consistency of it, it helps sell. You're bringing me my checklist. Now, the checklist is the next step in the consistent item. And the reason that I like this is because every single person that shows up, like let's say that Pat showed up and he was covering for me today because I have family illness and I'm not going to be able to show up for work, Pat can jump in and bring my checklist with him. When he goes through all of the same stuff, he looks like he's part of the brand. He showed up with the cleaning supplies that were already packed in the cleaning caddy. We teach everybody to pack the cleaning caddies the same way. What the customer thinks then is not, oh no, someone besides Angela came to clean my house. What they think is, oh, that's so awesome that someone from Savvy Cleaner came. They did the exact same job that I'm accustomed to. And if there were not, trust me on this, if there were not security cameras that showed a different person in the home, when the customer came home and all the window blinds are turned up the same way and the fringe on the carpet is combed and the toilet paper is folded in a triangle, they're going to look at that and they're going to go, it's the same person, the same clean. It's the same company. Everyone was the same. And that goes back to the consistency. How did I do?
You did pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, put it right here.
Yeah.
All right. So that's going to be it for today. If you've got questions or comments, leave those in the show notes. And until we meet again,
Leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.
yes! Let's hand it to him, guys. Let's give him a thumbs up.
That'll be fun. Like if you're doing the video and you say something about a shirt, and then I'll kind of go like this.
That's creepy. You have to just stand here.
No, that's better.
No, this is better.
Do one of each. Shirt. It's blue. It's cold. I got another blue thing to wear. I look like a golfer. It's also blue. I wear cargo pants because I can fit stuff in all the pockets, including the Swiffer duster. Uh-oh, it's warm out there. So I've got the short version of the same thing. Hello, I'm Pat, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is the show where Hi, this is Patrick. Hello, I'm Patrick, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is the show where
Whoa. What are you doing in here?
I'm doing a house cleaning show.
I get to do the house cleaning show.
Why do you get to do it, and I don't get to do it? I'm doing a house cleaning show.
I'm doing a house cleaning show.
Well, I was doing it first.
Well, you're doing an awesome job. I just feel left out. What are we talking about today?
Well, today we were going to talk about consistency.
Less questions asked and less callbacks. What do you say about that? Yes. That's awesome.
Let's do a redo.
A redo. Yes.
That's still not real good. One more time. One more time.
What do you say about that?
There you go.
Yes. Okay,
Nailed
cool.
it that time.
You can't say you nailed it that time. That has to be the take.
No, that's the best one. That's the one we use.
But we're on camera and we're on microphone, so you can't say, that's the best one.
I understand those parts of it.
All right.
That's how it's going to go down.
So what do you say about that?
It was my show.
It was your show. I
Originally, it was my show, right?
Oh, guys, I hijacked his show.
Yeah.
Ah,